God fucking damn it. Hey guys, hope you're having a day. It's oh god damn it. Scotty, aka the thinker, aka Scotty, give me right back. Give me right back. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Now, as you know, I have like a YouTube fan now of JW. He's pretty badass. He's got cool videos too. Yeah, but the video is I'm sick of the time loops. Well, I am severely fucking sick of the time loops that I'm in. And I'm getting so sick of it, it's gonna end up killing me in the end. Because I had to repeat like 10 times so far, repeatedly, the same year. I'm gonna say me fucking nuts. Because even if I tell people about it, they don't fucking believe me. Or they ignore me. Or they don't listen. Then when I have my mother and I tell her what's going on, the truth of what she's doing and what she's going to do, which they're going to continuously do until they leave me alone, or they change their outlooks on it, they're going to continuously repeat the same scenario over and over and over and over and over. And they're never going to get it. Because they're not living on the same wavelength as other people. They're living in an delusional world. They're not living in actual reality. In reality, everyone's stuck in a time loop. Or it could just be the ones that are awake, which is me. JW, maybe a bunch of you of all you other guys, women and guys, they're stuck in a time loop. Man, if you saw one of his videos, JW has a video about time loops, talking about how at his restaurant he he remembers their lady coming in and ordering the same stuff, but the lady has no knowledge of it, but he remembers it exactly. So it's something to do with a time loop, the Mandela effect, the Groundhog Day kind of effect, and it's always the same thing over and over and over. But you want to prevent it, but every time you try to prevent it, everyone else goes against you and tries to argue with you and go against you in the same regard. So it makes it almost impossible to move forwards. My main problem is every single time I end up going to the hospital, every single time I tell them I'm going to do something and I get it done, I get patronized. I get blamed, entitled. I get titled a hoarder because I'm trying, in my first time in life, in my whole life of living, I finally, at this age, was able to get the confidence and strength to finally clean my room and prove to myself that I could actually move forward in life, as well as when I was younger, I always said I would do something, but I only started it, but I never finished it. This time, I've been doing things and finishing them. Before, everything should have been finished. Because I've been here for like 16 days. Probably, 14 days. It was like 24 times 15 was like, I calculate 360 hours. So, it's about 3... let's see. Let me see. 360, 80, 400. So, yeah, about 424 hours I've been sitting in this fucking room. And the only thing keeping me insane right now is making these fucking videos. Because all the human beings are just pissing me off. Severely pissing me off. Because when I try to explain to them, it doesn't help. Like an example. I had to watch this lady, a stroke from me. I've watched this lady literally suffer 9 times before this. I've suffered this 10 times so far. This is the 10th time I've suffered the time loop that I remember. Some of the memories I suppress. Some of them I remember later on. But once you tell someone, my mother was here, and I'm like, Mom, you're going to repeat it. It's going to happen again, and you're going to end up saying something about some guy that you know with your roommate, and I'm going to go in there and get irritated, and This time I'm gonna try to avoid this time. Every problem that I have, I'm gonna avoid completely. I'm gonna get off the medications that I'm on. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna get the stuff. I'm gonna collect all the stuff that I wanted subconsciously that I got over the loops. And I think I'm gonna do the same organizing I did before in my room. But I think once I get the stuff partially organized and in the bigger boxes, I'm just gonna say fuck it and buy a goddamn fucking storage fucking crate or storage container because I'm so sick of this shit. Because I could be helping my father do the lawn to get paid. I could be doing useful things. I could be inventing new shit. I could be creating new items. I could be making earrings. I could be using useful things right now. I could be outside in the sun. I could be enjoying the weather. I mean, it's like almost every single person that they think's on my side is my enemy. So I mean, so basically, people think that I'm going backwards because I've got off a toxic medication that's preventing me from thinking. So then when I was able to use my full potential and my ability to wake up from this reality and, want to do something and able to do things I couldn't do before, that's a pretty big improvement. And trust me, cleaning my room, trust me, when I lived with both my parents, it fucked up. And I had to try the third time to get it done. Each time I've been stopped. My father did it, but my father had an argument and a fight. I mean, I ended up getting whacked in the head. But the good thing about that, it caused me some trauma and kind of shook me up a little bit, but didn't hurt my brain anyway because I still have perfect thinking. What it did do is open me up more because he said the only sense to get to me would be beat me, which actually worked sadly. Surprisingly, by beating me, it actually helped me. So by beating me that one time, because we both got angry at each other, even though it happened, I had no problems with him. Even the incident happened, he didn't mean it. I still forgave him because that I have to forgive people. It's not who I am. But I also, not just that I forgive people, but that incident, I learned that I gotta learn to throw away broken things that I cannot use or fix. Like it pretty much all started. The last straw started over a broken. I gotta say this is really funny. The fight started and finished because of a broken, two-bladed or one-bladed blue razor that was broken half from the handle in the middle, and I wanted to keep it and fix it with tape, and that's what caused the problem. That's been a sticking dispute with me and my father, which I find fucking hilarious now. I mean, hell, my best friend even thinks that's fucking funny. My best friend would be like fucking 80 and would be like, "Hey, Scotty, remember you got beaten by your father and it was over a fucking razor?" I'm like, "Yeah, no shit." It's pretty fucking funny now. It wasn't as fun back then at the time, but now that I look back at it, it was pretty fucking stupid. Oh god. But I learned from that experience not to collect broken, useless items that I can't use. What I learned from my mother living with her was I used to stack up 6 foot tall like bunches of recyclables of every type. It wasn't that I was collecting them as like I guess what they call hoarder or whatever. I'm not a hoarder. I'm a saver. I only use things that I can do what I need at a later time. No one ever told me that you couldn't recycle everything. I thought you could recycle everything, so that's why I tried to do it. I tried that. I wanted to help the planet because I believe the planet was alive, and we're part of it. We're like multiple organisms living on an organism, like a live organism that helps us survive. And when that happened, it was pretty cool. And yeah, but I learned from that after my mom got angry and tried to have a fight with me at that time. I realized after she kind of sent me away because I guess I was trying to collect things that were useful that I could use for a later moment. Actually, because of the incidents they did to me, I pretty much lost a lot of things that I could never get back. So, I mean, there are a lot of items that are missing that aren't there anymore. Like my friend's GameCube is missing, which is very odd, and my brother's GameCube is missing. Actually, no, my friend's GameCube is. My brother's thing is too. It's really weird. There are a lot of things that are missing. I even had a Star Wars poster from when the fucking Star Wars Episode 3 came out from a friend. I put in a post of those big poster things, big containers, and like the one I got from a friend, from my best friend's friend, teacher, like in that big tube to keep it dry. I put in one of those and I had it in my file house and it just disappeared. I don't know if it got thrown away or burned or what. But that was pretty. That was like very, very sentimental to me because I love Star Wars, and I like that as a reminder. Because if I ever had kids, I could let them keep it as a souvenir. Just because I remember how cool Star Wars was back when I was growing up. Back when the movies didn't suck as bad as the new ones, basically. Then I learned from the internship with my mom not to hold on to everything that's recyclable. Only use the things that you need to use, and if they're recyclable and can be reused, and you don't need a lot, and you don't have a use for any of the others, you can always recycle them. So there's two good things to it. The third time, I went back to my mom's house, which is where I'm now, which I was at before the stupid incident with all the fucking retarded people around me. But before this, I was trying to get done. So of course, like the state thinks I'm a threat, and things like I guess what you would say is I guess I'm under custody or something to protective custody. I'm just trying to figure out who I'm being protected from. Either I'm being protected from a sniper outside the memorial building, or they're protecting from the mafia or something. Because I don't remember cleaning my room being against the law, and I don't remember peeing peacefully and being able to clean your room peacefully and lovingly is a bad thing. But I guess you can get arrested if you're cleaning your fucking room, which I've been doing for fucking 3 or 4 months straight. And honestly, actually, about 16 days ago, Tuesday, on that Tuesday, 16 days ago, Tuesday, I was actually planning to get the rest of my room done. I keep on telling people this. I had a timer set on my phone. It was for like 9 or something hours. I mean, even if I needed to, even if I was up until like 11, I'd still have enough sleep because that was gonna help my father the next day. But it was cool because Tuesday, I did my laundry for a long time. It was all stocked up, and I was getting everything else done. I mean, I reorganized my room about fucking 20 something times. This is about the 50th time I probably could have done it. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even the 100th. Hard to say. I mean, I've done it for like 4 or 5 months. But I mean, compared, if I showed you a picture on my phone of what it looked like before, I haven't had a chance to do it. This time, the time loop actually resets and I do these videos again. I'm definitely gonna make sure that I do the thing again. Like this time I'm gonna get the fucking shit cleaned. I'm just gonna say, if I have to, I'm gonna say fuck it and just fucking leave. I'm just gonna grab a fucking make my own fucking carrying thing and just fucking leave. Because I really just don't care anymore. Because I've talked to people way too many times. They just ignore me, and there's nothing I can do. You can't teach brain damaged people new tricks, and you can't teach the unacknowledged truth, especially the brainwashed, because they won't listen. And it's funny because those people that put me here were not even basing this on any facts. They didn't show me any evidence of it. They didn't show any pictures. I have about 3 pictures of how my room progressed. This time, I'm going to progress it each time. This time, quote me, I will do this time. I'm making sure in my subconscious mind right now that I make sure that works. So that will be really, really good for me. Because people just don't know how to ignore the problems. They don't know how to. Like, this time I'm going to do a step-by-step. Even second time I clean it, I'm going to put a picture to it. See, if I did this, I showed them all these fucking pictures of evidence, they'd get the fuck off my back. Because they're all complaining about, your room is, why would you sleep? I'm like, oh, I have a chair that I sleep in my fucking closet for temporary use. Why would you do that? Like, because I'm cleaning my room, and I've been trying to for a long-ass fucking time in life. But it just seems like everyone just wants to get in the fucking way of my goddamn improvement. See, it's like if you want to improve, so the system's idea of improvement. If you're spiritually awakened and you want to learn and do these creative things and shit, their idea is, let me put you on medication so you can't think. Let me push you backwards. Oh, he's cleaning up again. He's collecting things. Oh, he's going backwards. I'm like, where's your fucking proof? Where's your pictures? Where's your evidence? I mean, how? You go on YouTube, you go that video about the government talking to an alien, speaking the truth and how they feel. It says, he says, the guy asked the thing, how do you consider, how do you portray something to be true? He's like, with compassion and evidence. Compassion is love, evidence is proof. So it's pretty much proven. It's pretty much proven factual love. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get the human race. I just don't get them. I know there's a lot of people like me that have been through these time loops, but these time loops are really annoying because if you have them too many times, they drive you fucking nuts. There's not much you can fucking do. It drives you goddamn bonkers. Goddamn fucking bonkers. It really fucking does. I mean, I think the only reason I'm with the fucking human race in the fucking first place is it's because whoever fucking created me in the universe wants me to do something. Because I could have died from my father, which I didn't. I could have died from choking on a piece of steak, but choking to death. I've choked about 4 or 5 times here and almost choked and died. So, I mean, in reality, the only thing that's keeping me alive is either the creator who created me in my body and wants me to do something in life and help somebody before I die, or I'm running on fucking luck and it's going to eventually fucking run out. You can only fucking run on luck for so fucking long before it fucking runs out. It just doesn't work. Luck will go like that if you're not careful. You go. There's not much you can do. It's a really screwed up system. And even if you tell somebody the facts about it, or what they're saying, they can't understand what you say. And there's like nothing I can do. I all the time I've been here, I've had 4 smoothies, 4 something smoothies, probably 6 smoothies since I've been here, which helps. I got up to the local grocer down in New Hampshire. It's pretty good. It's expensive, but it's healthy. It's organic, and he's really, really good with his vegetables and fruit. Especially vegetables and fruit. There's really good smoothies and juices. You should try them. They're kind of expensive, kind of pricey, but worth it if you want to heal the body. I mean, there's one that I drank was called Pharmacy, which is I think a mixture of carrots and other drinks, other vegetables. I probably could look on the computer and tell you guys. That's a pretty good one. You can get one of them. That's kind of like the the headbanger, but you can put 2 shots of CBD shots in it if you needed it. If you go there, your drinks, you could get the headbanger. The headbanger is pretty cool. The headbanger is mainly used to clear the body of heavy toxins and heavy metals, as well as help with proper circulation throughout the body. And actually, it will help the cells absorb nutrients again, as well as the very berry. The very berry smoothie is a combination of different kind of high antioxidants and like all kinds of berries, and it also helps with detoxifying, but it also helps with immune system problems. So it helps your immune system. In the human body needs about 52 vitamins and minerals to process completely. There's 2 people that are really interesting that I've seen. There's 3 documentaries that are pretty cool. But there's cool but basically there's 3. There's actually 1 documentary. The other 2 are like more like videos. First documentary is about psychiatric system. It's called psychiatric the truth about psychiatry. Psychiatric like the psychiatry shit and the medications. That video, if you watch it, it'll tell you the truth about how the system works and why they label you like the way they do. About mental problems. You see that, your mind will change forever. Another video is watch a video on Charlotte Gerson. And go to the one that says heal the body without toxins, I believe. It's like 57 something minutes long, 58 minutes. She'll talk about how the pH levels of the body works and how if they're low, you get sick, and how if they're too low, you die. I think you said you have to be like 7.34 or something, and it's safe. But if it's any lower than 4 or 5, you're partially in danger. But if it's 0, you die. But there's another guy too that talks about the same kind of cure, like a kind of a, I guess, vegetarian kind of diet, like plant-based diet, and it is Dr. John Bergman. He'll actually talk about how to fix the body through organic means. He'll tell you how to fix colitis, Crohn's disease, diabetes. I mean, you're always question everything. The best thing you can do right now, the best thing you can do for your kids is always tell them to always question everything. Everything. If someone says something about something, question it, research it, compare it, research it again, compare it, ask more questions. Don't believe the media. Don't let your kids watch the media. You're just gonna brainwash the crap out of them. And do not, and if any circumstances, let them have fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride toothpaste is a poison. And Colgate gave like $1 million to some hospital or something to be built, and he was getting contributions from Colgate, and all that money you got. I'm sure the Garson states in that video that all of you guys that are putting all your money into cancer treatment and treatment for sickness, well, the system knows this. The system knows there's a fucking cure. They just don't give a fucking rat's ass. They know there's a fucking cure for it. They know that's how you heal the body. They know the chemicals fucking make you sick. They know the medications keep you sick. They don't want to heal because that's not their job. They don't make money off of that. They do not make money off of the dead and the healthy. It's all the sick and keeping you sick. They do not care. They never will. The quicker you accept this, the better. The easier life will be to enjoy. You also got to know that the system does not fucking care whether or not you're doing something or not. They don't care. They don't care. If you're doing something by yourself and you're trying to improve, the system will come around and say something's wrong with you and they'll fucking arrest you or some stupid shit. They'll do it. They do the stupidest things in the world. It's really annoying. Like, I mean, how you got? If you want to watch another cool video, watch the video. That's the truth about Gaddafi, called "The Truth About Gaddafi." If only the Western world knew. It's a great documentary. It talks about Gaddafi and the truth about him. If you guys knew the truth about how Gaddafi really was from that documentary, what all the people say and how happy those people were, you would be severely pissed. How I'm fucking pissed. I've never been so pissed in my life. And if you should watch some video, you should watch another video about Hitler. There's one big long 6-hour documentary about Hitler. You should, when you watch it, see if you can find other information to link it to see if it makes sense. See what doesn't add up or not. That's what I've been doing. What I did find out so far is that the Flower Wars existed, and there was a certain location he visited. Instead of shooting, instead of attacking him with bullets, they threw flowers. So it hence was named the War of Flowers. Another one was that, like, the video. I'll let you do it yourself. But the name of the documentary is "The Truth About Hitler: the Greatest Story Never Told." And it talks about how Hitler became who he was and how he won so many medals. Like, he got like so many medals and stuff, and how like it wasn't really his fault that the Jews actually got killed. If you look at it, it was actually the fault of the Allies, really, that killed people. Another one that's good, if you want to see, you should see about see it is you should see the video about the you should see the one about the Germans, World War II, the point of World War II. The point of view, World War II, the point of view of the Germans. The Germans have a different look on it than we do. So much different. And it's really sad, but did you guys know in history that Japan surrendered 4 days before he dropped the atomic bombs on them? Even though they surrendered 4 or 5 days before that, we still dropped it on them. As well as, you know that when Hitler was in power, and when he took France from 1939 to 1945, he made repeated peace treaties with the Allies. The Allies said, we don't want to fucking talk. And he tried. He wanted to avoid this war. He wanted to avoid it at all costs. If you watch the video, if you watch the documentary, he talks about why he invaded Poland. And he said, I told them to stop killing my people because they were killing German refugees. And he said, stop killing them, stop torturing them. I'm like, I'll ask you one more time, or else I'll use force. So, of course, the Polish people that are torturing people ignored him. And Hitler had no other choice but to invade. But also, Hitler made a peace treaty back when he made one of his peace treaties for surrendering it and having peace, and everyone being in peace, having a peace treaty, and everyone being kind of on the same page. Back when he took over France, he tried to give a peace treaty to the Allies. He said in his video online with his speech, he said, I tried to reach out my hand in friendship, and they told me to go fuck myself. That's pretty much what he said. He extended, and they said no. So they pretty much just told him to fuck himself. So, and it's really sad because you can't really look. Here's what you can't do, from what I've discovered. You cannot say that the Germans. You shouldn't look at how you shouldn't look at how the Germans hurt the Jews. You should look at how the Jews hurt the Germans, because the Jewish banking industry collapsed that country. The Great Depression devastated the people. Devastated them. Actually, this part is from this one of the part I'm talking about It's from the point of view of World War II, from the point of view of the Germans. It is about Dresden. Winston Churchill had a secret plan to use the Royal Air Force full might against the German people. He pretty much annihilated every single person in those two places, Dresden and the other one. I mean, massacred. Just bombs, incendiary bombs. And pretty much everyone, if anyone was near it, the other thing that sucked too more is because it was so hot, people that were in cellars were fucking incinerated. So you can't tell me that fucking Jews are fucking burning an oven, because before he even fucking did anything to the fucking Jews, they fucking killed that people the same fucking way they said he fucking murdered the Jews in ovens. So people can't say that it's only the fucking Jews. Like people say, it takes two to tango. You can't just say one person did it only. I mean, how do you, like, have you ever noticed that? Have you ever wondered why the people are as skinny as they were back then? Do you know why the people actually died? Here, I can tell you a fact there. Well, you ever heard of typhus and cyclone B? Well, typhus was like, I guess, lice, and lice was causing so many problems that it was killing the people, and they were starving because of it, because their body couldn't stay there because of the disease that was going around the camp. And Hitler, a lot of them died, so you had to burn them because they were too far gone. They died, so you had them in the bodies. He had no other choice. Cyclone B, though, the reason why they had to close was because he had to burn them because it had lice or some kind of disease on it. So he had to eliminate with Cyclone B, which was pretty much just a way to eliminate a toxin, to eliminate and destroy any problems on the any like stuff that's on the clothes, like completely destroy it, eliminate it, completely bleach it out. But the other problem, the other reason that the people saw is, here's an example. So the Germans during World War II asked the Allies about getting some help for supplies, because the people were dying. Refugees, just people in all the concentration people. So he went and the Red Cross came. So basically the Red Cross came, and as soon as they tried to help, the Allies at that point, who was controlling it, told them to leave and go away. As a result, it's no one else's fault but the fucking Allies. We have in this country, we are dominating people. Our system is based on world domination and slavery. We're actually living in an oligarchy technocracy. The people that rule our country own everything. We are in a form of slavery. Money is a form of slavery. Debt is a form of slavery. Anarchy is peace. Anarchy means, you can watch on YouTube, it's pretty enlightening. The truth about anarchy. This guy talks about it. He gives a really cool definition of what would make more sense if they named it that way. And he said, anarchy isn't without rules. It's without rule. There'll always be natural law. It's without rulers. No rulers, no slaves. No slaves. What do people think of that? Freedom. There's another woman on here too. Talks about, if you find her, I think she's a blonde lady, some kind of blonde-haired, tall lady, and she talks about the difference between like an hour or so video, or maybe half an hour video. I think it's like an hour or half an hour. I'm pretty sure it's an hour. But she talks about, I could be wrong, I can't remember the exact time. She talks about how the difference between what we are living in for a systematic political thing and anarchy. And trust me, they're way much more different than people think. Yeah. But I'm just saying, You guys should pretty watch some of these videos. It's really cool. All I know though is the time loop things that I was talking before. Oh my god, they're driving me fucking nuts. I don't know how much I can take it. I can't seem I can't seem to do it anymore. I don't know. Like if you have so many times repeating it breaks you. It breaks you. Honestly, it's like it feels like being in the military and being in war. Like it's constantly seeing images of the same thing over and over and over. Like the flashbacks, like just you can't stop them. They keep repeating, and you can't just leave them. So basically, if you're in war right now, and you have a time loop, you're gonna be fucking everyone else is gonna forget the war even happened, but you're gonna have to fucking live through the fucking thing again. So any past time loop that you're stuck in, that's war-wise, you're stuck in that for the next fucking year or so. So you have to fucking repeat the fucking death shit. And then when you get back out of the thing, then back into your family, you freak out and you can't do shit. So, I mean, it's not a good thing. It's a really, really bad thing. I don't know. Humans, I don't have a problem with the human race. It's the acknowledgeability of them not knowing anything and being unaware of what's going on is what irritates me most. I think people are just not in my reality. Maybe us. Maybe we're just not in the same realities. Maybe the people that are feeling what I feel are in my reality, but everyone else is not in my reality. It's kind of repeating shit and not learning from it because they're not all there. I wonder though. My mom takes a lot of medications for depression, and I'm wondering what would happen if my mom got off the medications and healed like I have and let go of things. Do you think she'd become smarter again? Do you think she'd be able to wake up more and actually think like I do? Maybe have an open mind? What if everyone got off medication and healed legitly and normally through vibrational music or Reiki or natural organic food? What if they talked to people about how they felt? Do you understand how far the human race would go if they did that? People wonder why humans go into fucking schools to shoot people. It's because all people do is label them as something, or they judge them or make fun of them. A person has a breaking point. You cannot push them when they're already there. It results in them doing something they don't want to have to do. And I love the human race, but I'm just so sick of the violence. I can't take it anymore. I'm so sick of the violence. I love peace, but I can't take negativity. I'm like an empath, man. I can feel energy. It's really, really hard. I fucking absorb it, and it's so sad. I know too because when I'm near a really happy person that's energetic and happy, I become happy automatically, and I absorb that happy energy. If I'm near someone depressed, I become depressed. If I'm near someone's mad, I become mad. If there's someone negative, I become negative. It's kind of like it's an awareness that you can't understand, but it's so cool. But it's also a burden because as an empath, you can't really open up all your defenses. You gotta keep some that are closed from people, which I do a lot. I only share what needs to be shared. I don't share anything else. I always keep an inner defense against people. Kind of like if I wasn't here, I'd be cuddling with my cat. So, I mean, we have two cats. We have one big cat called Cat, and the other one's called Mandu. Like that song, "Take Me to Kathmandu," and they're both Russian blues. They're really good cats. They're really old though, so I really want to get out of here so I can spend as much time as I want with them. Because if I lose them, I think my very existence would shatter, and life would lose all meaning. and I would have no other choice but to live. I would have to get out of the civilization and live on my own, out in the middle of the woods. I really have no choice. But also, it's kind of cool because I can make things that people couldn't dream of. I could make by the pieces with me or whatever. I could probably make a gas mask out of a bunch of random household items if I wanted to. But that's how smart I am and creative. I'm what people call a survivalist. My family crest from my family side is um but it's what I can't think of what the I know the translation for it is, but I can't remember what the exact words for it was, but it was and it was I don't know. It was stressed out. Um I don't know. But these drive me. I think my very essence is just slowly dying. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to help do with people. I can't help them. I mean, maybe I just gotta live in the woods. Maybe I just gotta get a break. Oh, but I can get a gas mask with a bunch of things. I would say if I would be doing stuff to help society some way, and I would probably be playing some games right now with friends. Hell, I would even love to play some Borderlands 1, 2, or pre-sequel right now. I mean, I right now, I'm even willing to play an old 64 game right now. I mean, it's okay, buddy. It's all good, man. I know you're busy, man. Yeah, it just must be hard having a restaurant. You see a really big responsibility, but I agree. YouTube is pretty cool. You learn everything new every day. I agree. I don't know. I don't know. I think I've repeated this time loop too many times. It's like driving me crazy. I don't know what to do. It's like it's making me want to crack. My mother was here earlier, and I tried to tell her what was going on. I tried to tell her about the time loop. She's like, I don't remember that. I'm like, you guys have put me through this 9 times before. Yeah, I agree. Soup's kind of strange. Isn't it soup? Wouldn't soup be better used in like when it's really cold out, or is it cold soup? I mean, I think warm soup would be better in winter when it's cold out, wouldn't it? And I gotta do it. Well, my loops are like I'm at the hospital again, the memorial. I've been here for like 16 days, and everyone's getting the same runaround, and I've seen it happen like so many times. Like I've repeated the time loop for this year, the years for this exact year. I guess give or take, this is the 10th time I've done it, and I've tried to avoid it 3 or 4 times before to try to prevent it, and everyone ignores me when I tell them about it. Like an example would be, there was a woman that would need her paycheck, and I believe the date for it was June 1st, and we forgot her thing when I went to get my money for Social Security. Yeah, I agree. I actually freaking hate the money system. I hate the debt system so much. If it was my choice, I'd make it to a fucking barter system. I'm not trying to swear, but it should be made into a barter system. That's one of the ways it's gonna work. Because the system's goddamn broken. Goddamn broken. Here's my question now, or just I don't know, maybe you know the answer. If you have, I don't know, maybe, but maybe we can answer this. Isn't the point of having a money system to make sure that you have either double the amount in positive or, I don't know, less than the negative? Because it seems like we're in debt. What are we in debt? Like 617 trillion or whatever, or 882 trillion or something. Because and trying to figure out because yeah, I kind of hate to break it to you, but you know, like when Trump first came in office and he said people are losing jobs, like 1 million people. Well, he wasn't exaggerating because that many people have lost jobs. And I think that if kids could actually create what I could, I think it would work out. Or here's an example. Oops. Let's see. Okay. These. Now, these are what I made, but I can make anything out of anything just because that's how smart I am. Like, I just took a bunch of milk cartons. I agree. Because people don't use their minds anymore. They always want to use AI. But AIs can make mistakes. Humans can too. But AIs are only as smart as the people who design them and their CPUs and how they're built and how much memory you give them. Like these, I took the robe I'm wearing now. I off an extra one. Tore it apart. I put some piercing four piercing holes total, 2 on each side. Put it through, and just it's like more like a carrying case if I need it. Or I can put knives in here if I want to carry them. But to pierce the hole, I used a permanent marker. It works. You should be careful of how hard to push it because it makes too big of a hole if you're not careful. But also, you could make well, you can also use one of those the pieces from your notebook. You know, the metal springs. You can just pierce a hole in there if you do it right. You know, it works that way too. But I mean, you just do that and attach to your side. It's pretty much like wearing a utility belt. It's pretty cool actually. So in this world, usually things like this aren't appreciated because people that are like me aren't appreciated much in the world. People that can create things that are simple, like Aaron. Another example. Now, let me see. No. This, like the old lunch thing, the thin little containers they give you, the top of them. Well, hey, what do you think of this? What do you think about putting like a copper like cylinder in the middle, and then a bunch of magnets, and then making it into like a little magnetic motor generator or something somehow? I mean, you could probably take 6 of these, and you could probably make your own Tesla generator. I mean, if you wanted to, I could probably design one if I wanted to. But I mean, even this, for example, this, like you see how it also like how it spins. What if you could actually use the polarity of the negative to polarize the positive to use it as an alternate energy efficient engine of some type? That would be kind of cool, especially the spin effect, especially if you could do it. I agree. But then it could do the same with this. It's not as efficient, but it could work the same way. But you'd have to stabilize it more. I agree. I have all these ideas, but no one gives me the chance to use them. See, I think honestly, I don't think it's because I'm a threat, and I don't think it's because I'm not cleaning my room or have high sugar levels. I think it's because I'm smart and I'm becoming awake, and people don't like that, and I'm doing things that no one thinks about, and I think it's interfering with the system. I don't like you with that because of that. I mean, let's see. Well, you know, like these. These are also good too. I mean, if you actually, well, I probably clean it up so much and completely, I guess, disinfect it completely. But if you wanted to, all you gotta do is take 2 plastic clips, do it right. You can clip them on the side, and you just make it into like a little carrying case. And then you can put a handle on top, and you can just carry it around you with your tools. I mean, or you could design something like this, cut the pieces like this, 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 and this, and then cut it like that and make your own little carrying case. I mean, you can do a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of ideas I have, but I don't use them very often. Let's see if I have some one here. Let's see. That's the wrong one. I'm going to find it. Let's see. Okay. That's my steps for something to eat. Okay, this. This is another design. Well, you know how like they have those toolkits you can carry around? The big bulky ones, like for medical supplies, the big ones like that big, this big, like beside of a computer. Well, imagine those, but imagine one like this, but with all the compartments. That would make it simple to actually put the stuff in. Plus, you don't need a lot, and if you need to put more, all you can do is put some in. That's pretty interesting, which is cool. I mean, I could reamp it. It could be made of wood too. My room. Let's see. I would say a magnet motor would be pretty useful if they could use it more. Oh, I found this offline, and it's really easy to make. Tesla motors are really easy to make too. From what I gather for the piece you need, you can make a homemade Tesla motor. I was thinking of making one with the magnet, with 2 magnets, about 6 of the plastic rods. You drill in 6 holes in the middle and put 6 rods in it, like plastic rods. And then you also have the copper wire, and so I was just thinking maybe it'd be kind of cool to make one of those motors, but make it so it has a port.
See what the temperature. Yeah, you got to warm. Knock that fucker back. The AC.
Second, buddy.
Go on over there and not. Thank you.
That's cool, man. I was seeing if we can make a port. And I was seeing if you could make it like I can customize it and then put in like a port to plug in and charge like any phone. So pretty much if you need electricity, all you got to do is that, or you can plug in your computer and you always be powered up. It'd be interesting. You know the funny thing is, my parents keep on telling me, my brother's like, "Oh, electricity's not free." I'm like, you know that Nikola Tesla has pretty much had free energy for the whole place for like literally like 600 years. I will. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I was actually thinking of it. I'm gonna make sure I do it because I really want to too, so badly. That's food. I need that. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. You do really weird math. I don't know why. What's this? Ooh, here's a nice example. Hey, you know those beds in hospitals? Well, here I'll give you an example. Let's see if I can show you here. Give me a sec. Let me put the papers down for a second. Like you, I don't know if you can see it. Like you see that? Let me see if I can turn to it. Like right there, if you can see the bed. I think I'm forced to it. I'm trying to force it to the side. It's really hard. Actually, wait. Maybe I can force it out. Let me see. It's right there. If you can see that, like you see those handles sticking up there. Well, you see the two handles over there, plastic ones, rubbers. Well, if you took 2 of those, and then you took that rod right there, and you took the hook off, you could actually make it into a cane. And then the bar below that you see in between the bars, you can make it into another cane. I was thinking about making a kind of a lighter version of the chair of those chairs they get into ambulances. Maybe making them lighter and more efficient, but also using them. Maybe making a ramp, like an assembly line kind of ramp that just goes up. It just goes on just automatic potential motion or something, or pulleys. So basically, it'll always run. Though, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably make it run on a Tesla motor, which would be probably the most efficient you can do. But I mean, I think it's pretty useful. But then again, I've never had a chance to actually get them to work because I've been here. But it gives me more ideas, but people won't actually just let me do what I'm doing so I can do it. I mean, yeah, so it's I mean, I've talked, I mean, I've reached have had this thing happen so many times. I mean, you've given me the same exact answer. That's what I love. Every single time I've been here, I've talked to you the same exact things, and you always say the same exact thing, which is awesome. This is why I like you so much. But I think that's the reason why I like most people that are positive, because they don't judge me on things. Yeah, I put lighter movable or pulley-based ramp van or for ambulance or Tesla. And then I put something for the suit I'm wearing, like how you could pretty much use the thing I'm making, and you can pretty much use it for anything. I mean, like pretty much everything from the suit I'm wearing, this whole thing right here, I could pretty much make into something if I needed to. I mean, if you needed to, and you had material, it's very useful. This material is useful because you can wash it if you want to. But the other cool thing is you can use for other things, like okay. Give me a second. Oh, not that one. That one's gonna be some kind of that one. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some kind of engine, but I haven't figured it out yet. That's something to do with spiritual, something to do with mountains and death and love and something. I'm not really sure what that. Sure exactly what that's supposed to be. It's I guess some kind of boat. I don't know, be kind of a cool boat though, especially if you could design it. Though I mean, though doesn't it also look like one of those gun turrets or something, or from that movie Ghost in a Shell, kind of ones that move around, or at least like some kind of turret from some futuristic fucking droid or something. Like to me. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, like, well, did I tell you that my one of my father's friends, that's a hippie or a spiritual guy, he told me about stuff, and he told me how he considers me more like a master than him, but I consider him more my pupil. But I've talked to a guy that's more intelligent than me and spiritual, and he's more along my master, and I'm his pupil. But basically, what I'm getting to is there's a guy that lives down in New Intervale. I was gonna go visit, and I guess he lives down in my hometown, like literally a mile from where I live, and he knows something about the Earth. My friend says he might know something about the Earth, so like about the civilizations. He said he might be part of the place that has entrances. Because if that's true, he's got to have a lot of knowledge. If he's an ancestor, because I want to know about who I am, why I'm here. Because if we do have ancestors that are inside the planet, and there are people that know about it, I'd love that. If he allows me to let tell people his secrets, I wouldn't mind. But it would be kind of cool. Because we're not ordinary people. We're really intelligent. The system just dumbs us down. Like the thing that establishes does not want us to know is that the acorn on the Pope's thing, I do too. I agree, you should. He lives right in my hometown. You should. I bet he wouldn't mind talking to you either, especially if you promise not to say anything about his stuff if you wanted you to. I bet he would surely would talk. I mean, I'd love to talk to someone that knows knowledge about civilizations. Sorry, that was my box dropping. My bad. It was my box dropping. I have a small desk here, so it's not very big, so I kind of got a bunch of things piled up. I do. I love stories, especially if there's stories about our civilizations. Man, the human race is a great race. The human race, I don't have problems with. It's the humans I love. Everybody, even you guys, even you, because we're all metaphysical beings. That's what I love. The thing that annoys me more is the people that don't understand what's going on or are not really in the loop, like kind of like me and you are in a time loop, but we can remember the stuff, but everyone else doesn't know what you're talking about. Or when we have it, we know it, but we subconsciously put it into our heads and forget about it because we've done it so many times. I agree. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as I have a chance to, that's what I'm going to do. Also, my father's friends, Lou, he's a pretty nice guy. He's kind of hippie too. He said to me that there are two people. There are hoarders and savers. Hoarders keep everything and never throw things away, and savers keep everything but use it and keep it for a later occasion to make it into something when they need it. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I agree with you. They don't want to know. Yeah, it does kind of suck though. I mean, imagine, like when I was saying about imagine if people knew that you don't have to pay for stuff. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. A saver is a good thing. It's always positive. See, always hoarders too. See, hoarders, you can't call a hoarder. A hoarder is kind of like a saver in a way. I've always got to call someone like a overuser or overbearing person of like hoarding. I would only call someone a hoarder if they're hoarding like bags of trash with food in there for like months and years. Then I'd consider them more of like one of those. To me, what they considered hoarders that keep all of everything, I consider a saver. Because if you watch those shows of hoarding, if you watch some of the stuff they actually throw in the trash, you could use all that stuff for something. There was one person, a big giant green drill, and you could pretty much use that. If you wanted to, you could probably reinforce it. You could bend and cut out the drill parts, and you could make it into a fan blade, and then make it into a fan. So I mean, a fan's really easy to make. I mean, fans. I could make a fan around a pulley thing if I wanted to. I mean, well, my mom has a fan, and she broke the button off of it, but it was damaged before, and two of the prongs were broken off. So I took two zip ties and just repaired it like that, so it kept it closed. But when I was sleeping, all I could hear from her room was this really annoying buzzing, vibrating sound. I couldn't sleep. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why the system needs to learn to, like me, I'd probably be able to get them to fix that problem. If instead of a psychiatrist talking to them, I bet if me or you talk to them about saving and about what would be useful for them for saving, what they could use would be the best, they'd probably understand and want to do it. It's better when you hear it from someone that's positivity than someone's negative. Because at least if someone is positive, they actually have a chance to try to resonate with it and try to understand. Because that way they don't feel like it's all their fault and they're being blamed because they think they have a mental problem or something. It's not mentally. It's more of a, I think hoarding is more for people that do that. I think it's more along the line of truth, kind of more of, this lady actually explained this woman said, the reason why I do hoarding was because it's a defense mechanism against relationships that went sour, and to avoid life's problems. It's more of like a coping defensive mechanism. Sometimes doing that helps you grow spiritually. Other times it does the opposite. It really depends on what your journey is in life to do. I mean, but hoarders are not bad. We're just different. We're significantly different. We have our own ways of doing things, which may, like, I talked to my best friend's mother. People don't always perceive the same use of items that other people would. Like that old saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure, or one man's junk is another man's treasure. Go both ways. But I mean, it's kind of why I like people, though. I do like you, though. You're pretty cool. I mean, I've never actually worked at a restaurant, though. Are you the owner of the restaurant? Nice. I don't know what I really want to do. I mean, have you seen my video game ones lately? Like, I think it's the third video game 3. About how I could try to combine some video games, old video games with new video games, how they could kind of cool if you tried them out or remade them. Like what if you took like about how awesome the Star Wars RTS game would be and stuff? That'd be pretty cool. But imagine, I'll make sure my power doesn't shut it down in the middle of this, but I can, what time are you on? Are you going to be on in like a couple more hours or something? I'm probably going to let this charge for like an hour or so. But one game is like, I was trying to make a game. You know how you've got like Fallout where you can do stuff? Well, the game. Well, how do you think it would be kind of cool if you could play a game and pretty much do any skill in the world and just be able to learn from that? But by you doing so, the money that goes to that game being made will go towards the people who actually do it in real life. Like the people who actually were originally the ones that are actually doing mechanics that helped let them be able to do it in the game. Pretty much in the game, you'd be able to chop wood. You could choose whether to be happy or angry. You could choose whether to have war or violence. You could choose whether to hate or love somebody. You could choose whether you want to build a house. You could choose whether you want to demolish the house. You could learn how to fish. You can pretty much do everything you can in life. You can even learn how to be a mechanic, and like pretty much you can even learn how to be like an electrician. So basically, when you do the game, everything starts to shake, and after a certain amount of time doing it, your guy will die. So you'll have to kind of relearn how the wires work. Otherwise, he'll kill you because the volts are so high. Unless you shut down the power or lower it, otherwise it will shock you so bad it will kill you. Like kind of like it will teach you how to use weapons in real life. Like it'll teach you proper weapons training. It'll teach you about the Constitution and a bunch of other cool things. I talked to my friend about that too. Like I can make a homemade fishing rod. So like basically, I could take a very sturdy stick. I could put about 4 to 6 notches in it. Then I could put, those rings that they have, for carabiners sometimes. I get the little round, kind of thick metal rings. Think about putting some of those on it and then kind of putting it in there. And then you kind of put it in there. Be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, you could put it in there and put in the metal rings and yeah. But in a video game though, without going to school for it though, and pretty much once you do it in the game, you pretty much have that. Then pretty much at the end of the game, it will actually let you have that skill in real life. So basically, once you complete that skill, you'll actually get that degree in real life. That'd be kind of cool. Or at least combine it more like, I guess like, I'm trying to find a game that would be close to that. Kind of like if you made, it would be cool. It would be cool if it was. I mean, it would be worth a try. I have a friend that works really good with electronics. He might be able to help me with it. I mean, I'm good with designing and information, but I'm not really the engineer. So my best friend would be the engineer, or my brother. Yes. I mean, I think games and stuff and everything have gone downhill since I was a kid and we were kids or we were younger. Because I remember when the PS2 and God of War first came out, the first one. I remember when you first played the first level, you get to have a little intro and you had to screw the chicks. You did a little mini game. That was cool. Or Laser Suit Larry when the games were actually that way. That was a weird game. It's pretty fun. Games have definitely changed, but yeah. But then again, I mean, it's a good idea. I'm not sure if it'll work. I mean, then again, I tell people, and I'm going to charge my computer after this, but I'm going to say last thing is that people say you can you can change the I guess give me a second here. You can let's see. You can change how it works, but people don't really won't understand it. But you can only teach those who are willing to learn. Kind of like the old saying with Yoda in Star Wars: "Do it or do not. There is no try." Or his other quote: "Unlearn what you have learned," which is true. I mean, for example, there's one guy I liked a lot, and he did a really cool video. You should watch him. I think it was Jet Li. I think it was his son, or am I speaking? I'm thinking of the wrong one. Was it Bruce Lee? I think it was Bruce Lee. I'm thinking of. Either Bruce Lee or Jet Li. I think it's Bruce Lee. But he talks about how be like water, be like. He talks about. He's pretty cool. He's like hitting ping pong balls with his freaking nunchucks. It's badass. He said, if you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put tea into a teacup, it becomes a teapot. Teacup or whatever. Into a teapot, it becomes a teapot. And he's like, water can flow and it can crash. Be water, my friend. Because it's pretty cool. I mean, but what I was gonna say is, I was thinking about something specific before of what I was expecting to say, but I think it just kind of zoomed out on my mind because I'm thinking so much. I think my brain's just overloaded, probably. Cool though. But it was great, enlightening conversation, buddy, with you. Or did you, buddy? I do hope you have a wonderful night, though. Nice to meet you, man. Meet you, Brandon. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. Good luck with the whole restaurant experience, and I hope you have love, infinite love, universal understanding, peace, longevity, as well as I would say just great luck in anything you do, really. Positivity, lots of positivity. Well, I'm gonna let my thing charge, and then if you want to talk again, just let me know, or at least give me a time. What time you think would be a good time that you're on? Then I can figure out when to do the shows. That would be better. I don't know what time to actually do them because I never knew what would be better. What do you think? What time do you think would be a good time? There, my friend. Love you too, man. Namaste, my friend. Thanks for intellectual conversation. You're number one. Woohoo! Number one. Woohoo! Number one. I think he's number one now. It's a good. It's a good. Woohoo! Yes, sir. It is good. Good. It is good. Good. It is so good. So good. So good. I'm got bored, sorry. Okay, talk to you later, man. Have a great night. Bye. I like him.